Hello, Joe from the home screen doing a impressions video on the BlackBerry Priv, which was released on November 6th, this last Friday. I've had a good 24 hours to work with it, and here are my initial thoughts. Looking at the device itself, it does have the full-fledged physical keyboard, very similar to the BlackBerry Torch, for those who remember the 9800 and the 9810. Very tight keys on there for sure. But they do wear new as time goes on. It is a signature BlackBerry keyboard. So for those who are a little afraid that the keyboard is small, be advised that it does actually grow on you, and you do adjust as time goes on, just as a touchscreen keyboard for those who first used one did make adjustments as well. Bottom here you have your speaker. Now the whole thing isn't a speaker, actually. There's just a small speaker in one of these corners. I'm not quite sure where it's at exactly. On the bottom of the device you have your micro USB, headphone jack, buttons on the side, power, play, pause, and I shouldn't say power, volume up and down, and pause play button. Top of the device you have your SD card slot, and you have your SD card, your SIM card. And then on the side we have the power button. So that's pretty much the physical part of the phone. It is the curved edge, so when you do charge the device, the battery indicator actually does show up on the side here, which is a nice little gimmick. Going back to that keyboard, if you look on the screen here, you can see the keyboard is actually a trackpad as well, so it does go with the device. Very nice and convenient for that. Now jumping into the OS itself, it is Android. It's your Android 5.1.1, I believe is the actual version number. It's mostly stock with some BlackBerry features added to it. One of the features is BlackBerry Hub. So with BlackBerry Hub, you actually have access to all your emails, all your text messages, Facebook notifications, phone calls, and all that jazz within it. Now the thing with the BlackBerry Hub that with the Android version is that when you do send a text message, it actually uses the Messenger app, but emails are actually all done through there. Facebook obviously opens up the Facebook app, so that's hopefully something BlackBerry will adjust and be able to make their own SMS app as time goes on here. Another cool thing is this quick notification. So if you actually scroll on the side here, you can check out your upcoming events, your BlackBerry Hub. If there's any unread messages, you can get some tasks in there, and you can also get your contacts on there as well. So nice little feature on there. Another thing is when the device goes to sleep, tap on the screen twice and it wakes up the device. So for those who have the device actually go to sleep fairly quick and not lock, that's a nice convenience with this. So now also with that BlackBerry Hub, you can actually access it by swiping up and to the right. On BlackBerry 10 devices, you actually had to swipe left to bring up the hub if you're on the main screen, or up left or up right. Actually it's the same thing, but you access it a little bit differently. And it's an app itself. It's not built into the device, so that's definitely a drawback quite a bit. The camera itself is fantastic. Obviously I can't really show much here, but the camera app is your standard fantastic Android photo quality. It's an 18 megapixel rear camera, dual LED. Front facing is only your 2 megapixels, so it's not meant for the selfie people. It will do its job for the basic of what you're looking to do with it. Jumping into the device itself here in terms of features, so obviously like I said, it is as an Android stock, mostly with BlackBerry flavors. So BlackBerry brought in obviously the BlackBerry Hub. They brought in their own calendar app as well. And scrolling down here a little bit more, they have their device search, where you can search everything that's on your device, which is a very nice feature for those who know of it from BlackBerry 10. DTEC here by BlackBerry is kind of neat. It actually analyzes your device based upon security features. One of the cool things I think was kind of interesting is down here at the lock screen, I actually used the picture password on my BlackBerry Passport, and it's just one of my go-to for security lock screens. In this case, BlackBerry said that the picture password lock screen wasn't secure enough, and it advised me to use a PIN. So, very interesting. The only kicker with that is if you use a generic PIN 1234, it still does not recognize it as a generic PIN, it just recognizes it as a PIN. So, I guess that could be an adjustment as well. Hopefully, BlackBerry sees those type of things as a very big security risk. But overall, DTEC does what it's supposed to do. It will, from my understanding, scan devices or scan apps as they are installed on your phone. It also monitor the device to see if anything is ever hacked into by any means. So, nice security feature. Obviously, BlackBerry is all about security, and baked within the OS or within the phone itself is its own layer of protection. It's not just based upon software itself. Password Keeper is BlackBerry's signature password storage app, I guess you can say. But other than that, everything else is your standard Android stuff on there. Widgets are all there, and here are all shortcuts you can actually make for the quick shortcuts, I should say, for your BlackBerry device. My overall thoughts of the device, this is going to be a really quick review of what I felt so far. I'm actually very much enjoying it. The keyboard is your signature BlackBerry keyboard. I'm going to go ahead and bring it up here for you to show you the virtual keyboard. Here's your BlackBerry virtual keyboard, and it is your standard fantastic BlackBerry keyboard. Now it does do the text swiping when you are within a app that uses word dictionary kind of stuff. So if you're text messaging or if you're writing something in tasks or something, you can actually swipe up words from there, which is a nice feature. It's a fantastic keyboard. I felt with the last one I had, that Sony C4, I just could not get used to that keyboard, but this is your BlackBerry keyboard, and everything's nice and spaced fantastically. It's just a very good feel to it. And I wonder if it has the feature BlackBerry 10 had, where it actually recognizes when you make mistakes. So if you hit a lot, instead of O, you hit the P, if it recognizes that and auto corrects it. That'd be a neat feature if it does have in it that the BlackBerry 10 devices all do have, and for their virtual keyboards. But overall, I do enjoy this device. If you're looking for an Android device that has, back-end hardware security along with that forefront software security, this is definitely a device. If you're looking for a device that takes great selfies, this is not going to be that device. If you're looking for the top of the line, best hardware on the market, this is not your device. While the specs are very, very good, there are opportunities there where they could have gone to a little bit more memory, or a different chipset or whatever it be. However, for what it is a fantastic device. It's not up there with the Nexus devices in terms of performance. It's just a step down from there, and beats most of other devices. Not up there exactly with the Samsung S. Was it on 5 now, or S6? Yeah, S6. It's not exactly that. It's just one step below that in terms of its specs and performance. I've not had it crash yet. I've not had it lock up. I've not lost signal. I've not lost Wi-Fi. Battery's been decent so far. Obviously, I've used it a lot, so it's hard to tell exactly the battery life at this point. But overall, I do enjoy the device. So, if you're looking for a BlackBerry, you were a BlackBerry loyalist for a long time, have one now or had one in the past, and you just want to bring it back into your life, this is definitely a device to go with. But be on the cautious side that if you've never used Android, it will take some adjustments to get used to the device itself. There's a lot of difference between Android and BlackBerry 10 or BlackBerry OS from the past days that will make your life definitely interesting as time goes on. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what your thoughts are on this video. I do apologize for the terrible quality. I'm actually using that Sony C4 camera right now to record this, as that's all I had at the time. Once again, thanks. Have a good time.